So I'm going to talk about this book, The Success Matrix, and the principles behind it. And so let me talk about the basic things here, and on the surface they seem and are very simple, right? There are three parts to any successful endeavor, be it business or in your personal life. You have to have vision, you have to have process, and you have to have output, right? That's not going to get anyone's blood moving. But so let's talk for a minute about what vision means, and this is in the business sense. So my definition up there: a broadly understood and agreed to sense of direction, which encompasses competitive leadership over time. And if you start to break that apart, one of the things about broadly understood, if you have an organization that the executive team understands the vision, but the rest doesn't, you do not have the recipe for success. You know, as a business, you know where you're going, partly because you know where you've been, and you know where you can and can't go, what your boundary conditions are. Your vision and your process are setting you up for the output. But by the time the output comes, it's living off the vision and process of earlier times, by and large. But output is seductive. And if you focus just on output, the vision and process often crack. There are the 8 possibilities in the success matrix. And the key is to get the balance right. And with that, we'll talk about each one of those and the character name that goes with them. So if you have vision, but no process and no output, you're a dreamer. So with that, we go on to the academic. Vision and process, but no output. One of my favorite quotes here is, academic politics are the most vicious because so little is at stake. All right, next up, the bureaucrat. We all know this person. No vision, lots of process, no output. So you found a bureaucrat. First thing to do is try to make their life easier before getting the change. You know, as I said, don't burn them, turn them. Finally, on to the success. Now there's a quote from Bill Gates which I think is instructive. He says that success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. But you can tell people are successful partly because it looks so easy. You know, the success is effortless. You watch a professional athlete, you know, shooting. Let's use basketball. You know, shooting jump shots. Looks so easy. I did an interview recently with Steve Wynn, who was started Ader Wynn law firm, but also was head of Adidas USA for a long time. And he talked about Kobe Bryant, who was an Adidas client. And he said Kobe Bryant told him the way he got to where he was, he would sink 1,000 jump shots a day during the summer. Not shoot, sink 1,000 a day. You know, that's a process. and he wasn't taking his success for granted, right? But he had his vision and process were there. But it appeared effortless to those of us who watch on TV because we're not seeing the 1,000 a day. So there's the success matrix. Dreamer, the academic, the brute, the bureaucrat, the merchant, the grunt, the loser, and the success. It is simple, but you can ask straightforward questions and find out where you are, where your organization is. It's hard to actually get to the bottom of it. Getting to real answers takes hard work, and then it takes a great deal of work to get everything right, but it's worth it if you do it. So with that, thank you very much.